Hello. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to hit play here. All right, hello Holy Spirit Middle School students. Tonight you guys are going to be learning about planning for the future. All this stuff comes from the Learn More Indiana website, which you're more than welcome to go on. You need in front of you the plan packet that I passed out to you. We're going to be walking through that page by page, going over some of the things, and then every now and then you'll be asked to pause and go onto a website that I've created and respond to a question on a form. And you'll be doing that as we go along. Before we get started, I do want to go over some expectations, some behavior, the do's and don'ts for online communication, and making sure we keep a safe space online. So before you move past this slide, I need you to hit pause. Go to this website, http://morancounselor.collaborizeclassroom.com. Do step 1 and step 2, and then come back and we will continue on to the next slide. Go ahead and press pause now. Welcome back. I hope that you did steps 1 and 2 on my website. We're going to move on to plan, so you're going to turn to page 1 where it says, the future belongs to you. And it says, are you going to be a scientist? Are you going to be an accountant, a teacher, an engineer? It's never too early to begin planning for college and career. So this is all geared towards middle school. So as we start planning our colleges and we start planning our careers, what's the reason, number 1? You're going to make more money. Why is education beyond high school important? You're going to make at least $20,000 more a year than those who just have a high school diploma. As a college graduate, you'll make $1 million more over the course of your lifetime than someone who did not graduate from college. So the reason, number 1, you're going to make more money if you graduate from college. Reason number 2, if you turn to page 2, you're more likely to get and keep a job. Unemployment rates are huge right now. If you guys pay attention to the news and the economy, you'll hear about unemployment rates. And a lot of times, if you have a college degree, you are more likely to keep your job. Reason number 3, you'll live a healthier and fuller life. You'll be more likely to volunteer. You'll be more likely to vote and to travel. All are great things and wonderful citizens. You're less likely to smoke. You're less likely to be obese. So you'll be healthier, you'll be better educated, and overall you'll have a better lifestyle. And the bonus reason, it says, or reason number 4, Indiana is counting on you. At least 60% of all Hoosiers must have a college degree by 2025 for Indiana to thrive in the global economy. So in order for you to contribute to the global economy, it's going to be important for you to get a college degree and continue on with a career. On page 3, it says degree pathways, and then it kind of has what looks like an extension cord with a bunch of light bulbs on it. It's important for you to understand you need to choose a career first. And a lot of times we choose careers based on our interests, our hobbies, what we're good at, things like that. And then once you know what career path you want to take, then you can choose a high school course and a university that has your major. I had a friend in high school that chose a university first, applied, was accepted, just to find out they didn't have his major. He had to go all the way back, start the process all over again, and did not get to go to his dream college. So it's important that you choose a career first. What you're going to do here is read the directions where it says, how can you plan for your future while in high school? And you're going to test yourself. So start where it says start. And Justin wants to be an electrician. So you're going to go ahead and shade in the light bulbs that you think would be a good a decision for him as he goes on his path to his career. You'll check your answers down where it says answers, and there you're going to learn some of the vocabulary. You're going to learn about Core 40 with Academic Honors Diploma, or just a Core 40 Diploma, or a Core 40 with Technical Honors Diploma. So those are all vocabulary words that we need to know. And then you'll go down where it says your turn, and you're going to think about your skills and interests. You're going to think about your career options and think about the Drive of Your Life survey that we did and the career options that the Drive of Your Life said that might be a good option for you. And then your high school diploma, which high school diploma might be the best choice for you. And then the education you're going to need after high school. Keeping in mind an associate's degree is 2 years. An apprenticeship is 0 years, but you are being schooled in the workforce. A 4 years bachelor's degree. A master's or doctorate degree can be anywhere between 1 to 8 years. And a workforce credential, which is more on-the-job training. So please go ahead and pause this video and go ahead and complete that worksheet. Once you have finished the worksheet, we're going to go on to your options after high school. So knowing what your career choice is, which option is best for you? If you're thinking that you want to be a dental hygienist, then you only need a 2-year associate's degree from a community college. If you're thinking you want to be a chemist or a teacher, then you're going to need a 4-year college degree, which is also known as a bachelor's degree. And it also says what kind of requirement you need coming out of high school, so whether a Core 40 diploma, good grades, and tough classes like an advanced placement or dual credit course. If you need an apprenticeship or on-the-job training, if you want to be a hairstylist, an electrician, or some sort of mason, and there you need a high school diploma, probably just a Core 40 or Technicals Honors. Any military options, these are really good for people like civil engineer, environmental survey, a pilot. Military is a really good option for you. And here it lists the ASVAB scores, which is like an SAT or ACT test, but you would take this test in order to be admitted into the military, and it would give them an idea of what which part of the armed forces you would be good at. And then the last one here is a proprietary or for-profit college. This would be chef, medical assistant, paralegal. And these are colleges that are going to be for-profit. Many offer a 1-2-year degree, or they'll offer a 4-year degree as well. Before we move on to preparing for college in our careers, I'd like you to go back to that website, morancounselor.collaboratize.theclassroom.com, and I want you to complete the plan for your future form. There'll be a question there, and then you need to go ahead and write in your answer and follow the directions, and then we'll move on from there. So please pause and go on to that website. Once you finish the assignment on the website, we're going to prepare for the future. That's the next our category here. Mastering middle school is where we start on page 5. And it has some advice here for you to read through. Make attendance job number 1. Read, read, read. The more that you read, the better you'll be at verbal, writing, and critical thinking abilities. Study smarter. Ask for help if you're struggling, and then plan for high school. Make sure you map out your high school courses and complete your graduation plan. Feel free to pause this and go through and read in more detail each one of those. Learning the lingo. When you sit down to make your high school graduation plan, you've decided on which diploma you want to go for. You're going to be hearing words like AP and dual credit and IB. An AP is an advanced placement course, so it's at a college level. However, and you have the opportunity to get college credit. So college hours are about $400 for 1 hour, which averages at about $1,200 for one college class. And if you can score a 4 or a 5 out of 5 on your AP exam, then you get a free college credit, saving yourself the $1,200 to pay for that college credit. Dual credit is the same thing. There are courses that are taught in high school, but they're taught by the local colleges or they're taught online. And a lot of times you just have to pass the class. You don't have to ace the exam. And these will transfer. If you go to transferin.net, it will show you which of our public universities and colleges accept those dual credit courses that you would be taking at high school. Keep in mind that not all universities accept these, only certain ones do. So you'll have to make sure that your college of choice that has your major accepts your dual credit courses. IB is International Baccalaureate. This is a high school program. Not all high schools offer this. So if this is something you're interested in, you need to find out if your high school offers an IB diploma or an IB program. It often includes a lot of foreign languages, and it's a very rigorous, hard program. So you'll have to check with me or with your high school counselor and make sure that they do offer this as something you're interested in doing. Go ahead and pause now and read the story of Chase from West Noble Middle School. Next on page 7 is learn your way of learning. We've taken things like this before, so we're going to learn your learning style. How do you learn best? So go ahead and take this quiz 1 through 9. Add up all your points. Figure out, are you a visual learner? Are you an auditory learner or a tactical learner? And it gives you tips underneath. Then go ahead and take the time to reflect. So strategies that I will now use to help me study better. And in high school and college, I will enroll in these classes that match my learning style. For example, maybe you might want to sign up for more labs or more hands-on things. Or maybe you might like something more traditional like a lecture or something that's more computer or online. So go ahead and pause the video, take the quiz, add up your points, and reflect, and then we'll move on to page 8. Counting on Core 40. You will be making a graduation plan that outlines your diploma goal for high school. So which diploma do you think you want to go for by the end of your 4 years of high school? And knowing what your career choice is and knowing which college degree you need will help you match up which diploma is best for you. So here it walks you through the 4 options that you have in Indiana: Core 40, Core 40 with academic honors, Core 40 with technical honors, and an International Baccalaureate. And it says it's all Core 40 plus, and then it tells you what you need. And so on the requirement side. So take a moment and pause, read through all 4 diplomas, read through all the requirements, start thinking about a graduation plan, start thinking about whether your high school offers this diploma or not, and how it's going to help you get into the program in the college that you want to major in to go on and hold your career. Please pause now. All right. Now that you've had a moment to look over all of your diploma options, your college degree options, we've gone over some vocabulary, we have an online assignment for you. You're going to go back to that same website and you're going to complete the Prepare for College and Career form that is up there. There's a question for you and you may post your answer. Please remember when you're posting to be respectful of others. You need to not use text talk. This is a formal assignment. Go ahead and pause. Go back to that website now. Welcome back. We are moving on to the third section. Hopefully everything is going well. Now we're paying for college. We're going to talk about how to pay for college. Sometimes college can be very expensive. It can cost up to $120,000 to go to college for 4 years. So we're going to talk about some ways that we can pay for college. Starting on page 9, it does give you some saving strategies. You can save each month in what's called a College Choice 529 account. You might want to ask your parents if you have one of these, and if so, how much money is in it, how much money is being put in it every month. How can you help contribute to it? The minimum contribution at once that needs to be made is $25. So you yourself could be putting $25 every month into your 529 account, and that will be going towards your college payment. Being realistic about your saving goals, you might not be able to save enough to pay for all 4 years. You might have to apply for scholarships. You might have to apply for grants. You might have to pull out some loans. So make sure we're realistic about our goals. And then make college saving a priority. So maybe instead of asking for a birthday present, you're going to ask your parents to deposit the money they would spend on a birthday gift into your 529. Maybe you're going to get a job and put $25 or $50 a month into your 529. And you're going to make saving for college a priority among you and your family members. Moving on to page 10, our scholarships. The FAFSA is a very complicated thing. To give you a little bit of insight, the FAFSA is a form that you will fill out every year that you go to college. So your senior year of high school, you will fill it out, and then you will fill it out every year after that. And it asks for your household's income, assets, debts, and things like that, so that the government can figure out how much you and your family can afford to pay for college every year. And then based on the results of the FAFSA, you will be offered financial aid. So let's say, for example, that you're going to apply to Butler University, and you fill out the FAFSA and they look at it. And Butler University costs $30,000 to go there for 1 year. And the government determines that your family can only afford $15,000 for you to go to college, which is still a lot of money, so hopefully you've been saving for it. But they'll give you what's called financial aid, where they'll cut your tuition in half so that you can afford to go to college. If your parents make too much money or you have too much money saved, then they might say, no, you can afford to pay the full $30,000 and we're not going to offer you any financial aid. Or if your family doesn't make enough money, they might say your family needs full tuition, and you might get complete financial aid to go to the university. It all depends on how you fill out the FAFSA, which is a very important document for you to fill out, and you will hear a lot more about the FAFSA with your junior and senior year of high school. There's also something known as a 21st Century Scholar Program. This is a program for kids who are the first in their family to go to college, and they're also kids who come from families who have a low income or don't make a whole lot of money. So this is something that you sign up for in middle school. If you think that you qualify, you can come see me or Mrs. Parsons, and we'd be more than happy to help you get signed up for it. But what this does is if you hold good grades and you have good attendance, that you can go to college for completely free, and you'll also have a mentor to help you out through college. So it's definitely something worth, excuse me, it's definitely something that's worth investigating if you think you qualify for it. Lastly, a lot of people pay for college by student loans. And there's two different types of student loans that you need to know about now. There's what's called a government loan and a private loan. The government loan kind of comes from filling out the FAFSA. You can qualify for financial aid, or you can also qualify for loans. So if it says we think that you can pay $15,000, but you don't want to pay that money, here's a loan that you can pull out. And you'll pay interest on that loan over time once you graduate. but it is a good option. There's also things called private loans where you would go to your local bank like Chase or PNC or Huntington, and you would pull out a private loan to help you go to school as well, and you would pay those back after you graduate with interest. Go ahead and turn to page 11, test your financial aid knowledge. You're going to need to know some key vocabularies here, so hopefully you were paying attention. Go ahead and take the quiz and check your answers. Pause the video while you do that, please. On page 12, I want to direct your attention to the graph entitled The Growing Divide. It's very interesting here. On the left-hand side, it shows your unemployment rate. Those are people who don't have jobs. And then on the right-hand side, it says the median weekly earnings. Are these people who have jobs, and how much money are they earning? And then you can kind of see a percentage there with the unemployment rate at 8.2%. That's how many people, percentage-wise, are unemployed. And then on the right-hand side, it has $782. That's income a week. And then it starts at the bottom, so less than a high school diploma. These are kids who drop out of high school. You can see the unemployment rate for them is quite high, and the salary for them is quite low. And then it continues to go up: high school diploma, some college but no degree, an associate 2-year degree, a bachelor's 4-year degree, a master's degree, a professional degree, and then finally a doctoral or a PhD degree, where they're making a little over $1,500 a week and have a very low unemployment rate. So this graph really shows you that the more education you have, the more money you're likely to make, and the more likely you're going to be able to keep your job. So this graph is very interesting to me. Our last page, page 13, is Indiana colleges. It kind of shows you where they're located and has a list of them. It also has public, which is your first list, and then your private, which is your second list. And your private colleges are usually for-profit colleges, and they're definitely more expensive. Where your public colleges, you see there's some really good ones there. You have Purdue, you have Vincennes, you have IU, you have Ball State, you have IUPUI, and these are a little more affordable. So you can look and see where your college is, and then I encourage you to do a search and find out how much does that college cost, and do they offer your major? Because if they don't offer your major, maybe we need to look at a different college, or if it's too expensive, maybe we need to look at a different college as well. So this is a great list for you to have some time and look at, seeing how far away they are from Indianapolis. Lastly, we're going to have an online assessment. This will be the final one. You're going to go back to that same website. You're going to complete the Paying for College form. And then once you're all done with that, we will come back to class, and I will see you in religion. Here's 2 good websites that you can check out: LearnMoreIndiana.org and CollegeGoWeekIndiana.org. And once you come back to class, we will review everything that you've done on the website forms and through this packet that I gave you and this online tutorial, as well as the vocabulary. We will be doing an in-class activity, and then we will start our career fair. So thank you very much, and you may go back to this website and complete Paying for College, and I'll see you in class.